So I guess you could say I kind of waited for that phone call. And once I did get that phone call, that's kind of where I knew I wanted to be.
Yeah, I remember Coach Miller went down to watch you play in a couple games. And I know that I think with Whitford, one of the other guys had watched it a bunch, and then once Miller came down, they were pretty excited to do it right away. So that kind of So you knew once the offer came, you knew that was okay. That's what. All right. Well, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Take care.
You made the decision yourself to redshirt. Do you feel that still it's a good decision? And what did you learn in that year?
I mean, I learned a lot about the system. The way we play. Offensively, defensively. Going against Caleb every day and Brendan every day. I guess I learned a lot from them. They're very highly skilled guys, and it was a lot of fun for me.
A lot of younger guys when they redshirt, freshmen, to get physically mature. You came in as a guy who spent 2 years, playing JC. Did you get bigger though? Did you get stronger?
Oh yeah, I packed on some more muscle. But for me, I think it was more of a maybe academic standpoint. I mean, I'm doing fine in school, but just to really get comfortable and maybe just get ahead a little bit.
Big difference from 25 people at a coach's college class to 200. Overall, you've got a role where you're going to be battling for time, but nothing's guaranteed. We're pretty sure Caleb's going to start. We're pretty sure Brandon's going to start. But you and Zach and maybe some other guys are going to be battling for those minutes. What do you have to do to separate yourself? And do you think what you did last year opened enough eyes to help you maybe have a leg up going into practice?
Somewhat. I don't think Coach would ever put anybody above anybody else. He's a really fair guy. He knows what he's doing. Like you said, Caleb and Brandon will probably get the brunt of the minutes, which is understandable. But I just gotta stay confident, stay positive, continue to work hard, and whatever happens, happens.
You're a guy who's followed this program since you were a kid and obviously grew up in town. You've seen guys who've waited their time and it paid off. Is that in the back of your mind, knowing where some guys may not have seen that at the schools they follow? You probably remember Jason Terry, remember other guys starting as juniors and seniors. Is that something that kind of you keep in mind, or do you just wanted to play here?
To an extent. I think I just wanted to play here. I'm not really about starting or getting all the minutes in the game. If I get to touch the court, then I'm happy with that, and if not, then I'm happy with that. I'm happy to be here, and like I said, whatever happens, happens.
A lot of people don't know your game or haven't seen you for 3 years. You were more of almost a wing player at Sabino. What are they going to see when you finally get into those games and start playing for real? What kind of player are you?
Much more physical. I think I've developed a much better inside game. That's what they want to play me at now. So, I just think I bring another sense of toughness.
Have you gotten to work much with Coach Blair, and what is a guy who's as big, if not bigger, than you gonna help you do as a coach, as opposed to a guy 6 inches, a foot shorter than you trying to coach?
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of. It's been very limited with coaches over the summer and off season. So, but I've been able to work out with him a few times, and he's got a great knowledge of the game. Obviously, someone that's been through it and knows what it takes. He's a big guy, and he's taught us a lot of good moves, and he's been able to help us a lot.
Do you remember him as a player? Obviously you're a little kid.
Somewhat, yeah, a little bit.
I keep hearing that the chemistry's better on this team than last year, and then last year was a pretty tight-knit team. How is the chemistry better, and how good can it be?
I think the new guys that came in, they're just great kids. For how highly skilled they are, and for as much attention as they have had. They're not worried about themselves at all. Everybody is just worried about the team, and everyone's happy to be here and motivated and ready to work.
With only one senior, how's the leadership dynamic? Last year, everyone knew it was Solo, it was KP, maybe Max, but this year there's kind of I don't want to say a void because you have plenty of guys, but there's not that pecking order. Who's going to emerge as a leader, and what do you guys look for in a leader?
I think that's a tough one for this year's team in particular, because I feel that everyone, matches together really well, and so I wouldn't really nitpick 1 or 2 people to lead. I think everyone really works with each other, and maybe we're all kind of just a unit in this, and we're in it together. And I'd say we all, if one player needs help, another one will step up. I don't think there's one person that really does it more than another.